Mathematics class 11 chapter 10 straight lines. In the last class we have studied exercise 10.2. Today we shall study exercise 10.3. Question number 1. Reduce the following equations into slope-intercept form and find their slopes and y-intercept. Now slope-intercept form of line is given as y is equal to mx plus c. So the given line we will convert into y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the y-intercept. Okay, so let us reduce the given question. Roman number 1, x plus 7y equal to 0. Now you have to convert into y is equal to mx plus c. That means y term should be in the left side and all the remaining terms should be on the right side. Okay, so here 7y and this you transfer over here. So 7y is equal to minus x. Then the coefficient of y should be 1. So here coefficient of y is 7. So transfer this 7 over here. It will go in the denominator. So here y is equal to minus 1 by 7x. Now here comparing this with the y is equal to mx plus c. So coefficient of x is m here and here coefficient of x is minus 1 by 7. That means slope m is equal to minus 1 by 7. Here there is no constant term. So here plus c, here plus 0. So you can say c equal to 0. That is why intercept is 0. Roman number 2, 6x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, keep this y term here and rest of the term you transfer over here. So 3y as it is and this 6x transfer over here. So equal to minus 6x. Minus 5 transfer over here. So plus 5. Then coefficient of y should be 1. So here coefficient of y is 3. So this 3 transfer over here. It will go in the denominator. So y is equal to minus 6 by 3x plus 5 by 3. Okay, you can cut by 3. So minus 2x plus this cannot cut. So keep as it is 5 by 3. Now compare this with the slope intercept form, that is y is equal to mx plus c. So coefficient of x, that is m. Here x coefficient is minus 2, that is your m value, minus 2, and that is your slope. And y-intercept, that is c value, is 5 by 3. That means y-intercept c value is 5 by 3 and that is the value of c. Roman number 3, y is equal to 0. So this can be written as y is equal to 0 into x plus 0. Now compare this with the standard equation, y is equal to mx plus c. So m value when you compare it is 0 and c value when you compare it is 0. So slope is 0 and y-intercept is also 0. Question number 2. Reduce into intercept form and find their intercepts on axis. The intercept form of equation of line is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So this is a standard equation. And here a is the intercept on the x-axis and b intercept on the y-axis. Roman number 1, 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Now here right hand side should be 1 and that should be positive 1. Okay, so here minus 12 is there, that is a constant term, transfer over here. So when you transfer over here it becomes positive 12. So you get 3x plus 2y equal to 12. Now to get 1 here you have to divide this by 12. So you have to divide each term by 12. So you divide by 12, here 3x by 12 plus 2y by 12 equal to 12 by 12. Here cut by 3, so x by 4 plus cut by 2, so y by 6 equal to 12 by 12 is 1. Now compare this with the standard equation. So you can say a value is 4 and b value is 6. So on the x-intercept is 4 and y-intercept is 6. So that is solution for Roman number 1. Roman number 2, 4x minus 3y equal to 6. Okay, here 6 is there, I required 1. So divide each term by 6. So here 4x by 6 minus 3y by 6 equal to 6 by 6. Now you can look in this equation. Here coefficient of x is 1 and positive. Here coefficient of y is 1 and it is positive. Okay, so here also coefficient of x should be 1. Okay, so first I am dividing this by 6. So I get here 2 by 3x minus here y by 2 equal to 1. Okay, now as I said this coefficient should be plus 1. So these two transfer in the denominator. So this can be written as x by 3 by 2. Here also should be plus 1. So this minus take with the denominator. So you get plus y by minus 2 equal to 1. Okay. Now compare this with the standard equation. Then you get a value as 3 by 2 and b value as minus 2. So intercept on the x-axis is 3 by 2 and y is minus 2. Roman number 3, 3y plus 2 equal to 0. Okay. Again this 1 should be positive. So these 2 should be positive. Then only from here you will get constant term, that is 1. Okay, so this 3y you transfer here because minus 3y equal to 2. Okay, now 2 should be 1, so divide each term by 2. So here minus 3y by 2 equal to 2 by 2, 2 by 2 is 1, and as we did here, this coefficient of y should be plus 1, so minus 3 take in the denominator. So you can write this as a y divided by minus 2 by 3 equal to 1. So here the x-intercept is 0 because x by a term is not there, so a equal to 0 and b equal to minus 2 by 3, that is the y-intercept. Okay, so that is the solution for question number 2. Question number 3. Reduce into normal form. Find their perpendicular distance from origin and angle between perpendicular and positive x-axis. Now normal form of equation of line is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p, where cos omega is equal to plus or minus a divided by square root of a square plus b square. Sin omega is equal to plus or minus b divided by square root of a square plus b square, and p equal to plus or minus c divided by square root of a square plus b square. A is a coefficient of x, b is a coefficient of y, okay, and p is a constant term, and c also is a constant term. Okay, now the Roman number 1 is x minus root 3y plus 8 equal to 0. Now here the p value is the length of the perpendicular, so it has to be positive. So here this 8 is a constant term, that has to be positive. So you transfer this x over here, becomes minus x. Minus root 3y transfer over here becomes plus root 3y equal to here remains 8. Okay, so from here, actually from here the value of coefficient of x is a, that is 1. So here it should be 1. Okay, I think you can write it as a 1. So it should be plus 1 and b should be from here. Okay, so it should be minus root 3 and c is 8 value. Okay, so from here you write the value of a, b and c because the standard form of equation of line is this one. Okay, therefore a value is plus 1, b value is minus root 3 and c value is 8. So I require this value, right? Square root of a square plus b square. So first I'll find square root of a square plus b square. So 1 square is 1 plus root 3 minus root 3 square is 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4 and 4 square root is 2. So that value is 2. Now divide this equation by 2. So when you divide this equation, you get minus 1 by 2 x plus here root 3 by 2 y equal to 8 by 2. So that is 4. Okay. Now we have to compare this equation with the standard equation. Okay, that is this one. So x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. So that means this minus 1 by 2 value is for cos omega. Okay, and root 3 by 2 value is for sin omega and 4 value is for p. Okay, so let us compare this and find the value of omega, and p value is obvious, that is 4. So let us solve this. So cos omega is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now cos negative is in the second quadrant. Okay, so cos we can write as a cos pi minus theta. Okay, before that see 1 by 2 is the cos, pi by 3 value is 1 by 2. So we have, since it is cos, I write cos pi by 3 as 1 by 2. And as I said, this is negative, so it is a second quadrant. In the second quadrant, the cos form is pi minus theta. So here theta will be, because of 1 by 2, cos pi by 3. So you can write as cos pi minus pi by 3. Take LCM, so 3 minus 1 is 2 pi by 3. So omega value is 2 pi by 3. Similarly, we find for root 3 by 2. So sin omega is equal to root 3 by 2 equal to sin 2 pi by 3. Okay, so we can write this in this place. So x cos 2 pi by 3 plus y sin 2 pi by 3 equal to 4. So omega value is 2 pi by 3 and p value is 4. Roman number 2, y minus 2 equal to 0. As I said, the p should be constant and that constant value is positive. So here constant value is 2 and that should be p and that should be positive. So this minus to transfer over here, so you get y is equal to 2. Now here there is x term is not there, that means coefficient of x is 0, that is a equal to 0. Coefficient of y, that is b equal to 1, coefficient of y is 1. Okay, and the constant term, that is from here you have to write as a minus 2. Now you find square root of a square plus b square, so 0 square plus 1 square gives you 1. Now this can be written as 0 into x plus y equal to 2. Okay, now these compare with your standard normal form of equation of line, that is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. Okay, so cos omega will be 0 and now cos pi by 2 is 0 value. Okay, that means omega should be pi by 2 and sin omega should be coefficient of y, that is 1. So this sin value which is 1 is sin pi by 2, that means omega should be pi by 2. So for both it is pi by 2. So we can write this in terms of normal form as x cos pi by 2 plus y sin pi by equal to 2. That means omega is pi by 2 and p is equal to 2. So this is the angle and this is the length of the perpendicular. Roman number 3, x minus y equal to 4. So here coefficient of x is 1, that is value of a, and coefficient of y, that is minus 1, that is value of b. So find first square root of a square plus b square equal to 1 square plus 1 square gives you root 2. Then now write this root 2 and divide these all three terms by root 2. So this you can write by x by root 2 minus this can be written as y by root 2 equal to 4. I am writing as 2 into root 2 into root 2 divided by root 2. So this root 2 you cut. Now here see 1 by root 2 and here minus 1 by root 2. Okay. So this value is actually for sine. Okay. And sine negative and cos positive is in the fourth quadrant. Okay, sine negative and cos positive, they both, this happens in when they both are lie in the fourth quadrant, and fourth quadrant the angle should be pi by 2 pi minus theta. Okay, so now here 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, that is for pi by 4 of cos and sine both are 1 by root 2. So I can write cos omega is equal to cos 2 pi minus pi by 4. Okay, because fourth quadrant, so 2 pi minus pi by 4, and pi by 4 why? Because 1 by root 2 value for cos it is pi by 4 and also for sine pi by 4. Okay, so this you take LCM, so 4 into 2 8 minus 1 7 pi by 4, so cos 7 pi by 4. Okay, so and same way for sine also it will be 7 pi by 4. So you can write this. Now this equation in this term as x cos 7 pi by 4 plus y sin 7 pi by 4 equal to from here 2 root 2. So the omega value is 7 pi by 4 and p value is 2 root 2. So that is the solution, or reducing the given equation x minus y equal to 4 into the normal form of equation of line. Question number 4. Find the distance of a point minus 1 1 from the line 12x plus 6 equal to 5 into y minus 2. Now we have studied that distance of a point x1 y1 from a line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is d equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c1 divided by square root of a square plus b square. Okay, so the line should be in the standard form ax plus by plus c. Now this equation of the line is not in the standard form, so first convert into standard form. So we multiply 12 into x 12x plus 12 into 6 is 72 plus 5 into y 5y minus 5 into 2 is 10. Okay, now transfer this over here, so 12x 5y you transfer minus 5y plus 72 and minus 10 you transfer here, so becomes plus 72 plus 10 gives you 82. Now here a value is 12, p value is minus 5 and c value is 81, and the point is given to us is minus 1 1, so we call it as x1 y1. Now the distance of a point from a line with this formula. Okay, so let us put all the values. So d equal to a value is 12, so 12, x1 is minus 1, b value is minus 5, y1 is plus 1, plus c1 is the c, that is 82 divided by square root of a square, that is 12 square, plus b square, that is minus 5 square. 12 into minus 1 is minus 12, 5 into 1 minus 5 plus 82 divided by square root of 12 square is 144 plus 5 square is, or minus 5 square is 25. This gives you minus 12 minus 5 is minus 17 plus 82 divided by sum of this is under the square root 169. So minus 17 plus 82 gives you 65 and this square root is 13. If you cut by 13 you get 5 units. So that is the distance of the given point from the line. Question number 5. Find the points on the x-axis whose distances from the line x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1 are 4 units. Point on the x-axis BA0, call it x1 y1. On the x-axis y coordinate is 0. Okay, and a we have to find. So a 0 and the distance is given to you 4. The equation of line is x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1. As I said, this has to be in the standard form, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay, so I'll take LCM. LCM is 12. Okay, so here multiply by 4x plus here 3y. The LCM is 12. I transfer and multiply with 1, so you get 12. And this 12 you transfer over here. So this equation will be 4x plus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. Okay, now distance of a line ax plus by plus equal to 0 from a point x1 y1 is given by the formula d equal to ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by square root of a square plus b square. Okay, which one here? Same one. Now let us place the value. Here a is 4, b is 3 and c is minus 12. Okay, and x1 y1 we are assuming as a 0 and the distance d is given to you 4. So let us put all the values. So a, capital A is 4, so 4, x1 is this value a, plus b value is 3 into y1 is 0 and c is minus 12, divide by square root of a square, that is 4 square, plus b square, that is 3 square, is equal to distance d is 4. Okay, now here gives you 4a, 3 into 0 is 0, so cancel that term, minus 12 divided by square root of 4 square is 16 plus 3 square is 9 equal to 4. Now if you remove the modulus, then you can write here 4 can be taken as a plus or minus. This can be written as 4a minus 12 divided by square root of 16 plus 9 gives you 25. Okay, and plus or minus 4 because I have removed the modulus, and point can be positive, negative both, therefore you have to take plus or minus. Okay, now this is 4a minus 12, square root of 25 is 5, take this here, so 4 into 5. Okay, so 4 into 5, first I am taking plus 4 and second time I am taking minus 4, so minus 4 into 5. So here 4a equal to 4 into 5 is 20 and minus 12 transfer here plus 12. So 20 plus 12 is 32, here 4a equal to 32. Divide by 4, so you get a is equal to 8. Okay, same way here, minus 12 transfer here plus 12. Minus 4 into 5 is minus 20. Minus 20 plus 8, 12 gives you minus 8. So divide by 4, so you get a value as minus 2. Now if these two values you place here, then you get 1 point. When you put a value as 8, so 8 0, and second value when you put minus 2, then minus 2 0. Okay, so the 2 points you get, one is 8 0 and second is minus 2 0 with the given condition. So this is the solution for question number 5. Question number 6, find distances between parallel lines. Roman number 1, 15x plus 8y minus 34 equal to 0 and 15x plus 8y plus 31 equal to 0. Here, see, this is A, B and C. This is A, B and C. So you can call A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Now A and B, both the values are same, okay, because they are parallel lines. Only this constant term will be different for the parallel lines. So call this as C1 as minus 34 and C2 as 31. Now distance between two parallel lines is given as d is equal to modulus of C1 minus C2 divided by a square plus b square, equal to, put the values, C1 is minus 34, C2 is 31. So minus 31 divided by square root of a and b are same for the both the equation because they are parallel. So a is 15, so under the square root 15 square plus 8 square equal to minus 34 minus 31 gives you minus 65. Okay, and 15 square is 225 plus 8 square is 64 under the square root. Minus 65, if you take out the modulus, you get plus 65. This sum is under the square root 285. Okay, and 285, the square root of 285 is 17 and 65 as it is. So d equal to 65 by 17. So this is the distance between these two lines. Roman number 2, L x plus y plus p equal to 0 and L x plus y minus r equal to 0. They are also parallel. Here coefficient of x and y is L. Here also x and y is L. So a and b value is L. Okay, and here C1 will be p and C2 will be minus r. Okay, I have written here. Use the same result. So d equal to modulus of C1 minus C2 divided by square root of a square plus b square equal to C1. C1 is p. Okay, so put p minus C2 is minus r divided by square root of the coefficient of x is L and y also is L for both the equation because they are parallel. So under the square root a square plus L square equal to, here p plus r divided by L square plus L square gives you 2L square under the square root equal to, this square root you can take out, so 1 by root 2 p plus r and square root of L square will be L. Okay, so this is the distance between the given two lines. That is solution for question number 6. Question number 7. Find equation of line parallel to the line 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 and passing through point minus 2, 3. Now we are given the line 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. I call this as M. We have to find the equation of the line which is parallel to this line, that is this line L. I have to find the equation of this, and this line is also passing from the point minus 2, 3. Okay, so let us find. Now see, if two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. Okay, so whatever is the slope of this M will be the slope of L. So I will find the slope of this line first, and then with that I will find the slope of this point is given. So use point slope form and find the equation of L. 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. How to find the slope? Convert this into slope intercept form, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, this kind. So I will convert into y is equal to mx plus c, and m will give you the slope of the line. So 4y should be positive, so transfer over here. So 4y equal to, here remains 3x plus 2, and coefficient of y should be 1, so divide each term by 4. I'll transfer this 4 over here, it will go in the denominator. So y is equal to 3 by 4 x plus 2 by 4. Now comparing y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, comparing this with this. So m value is 3 by 4, and that is the slope. So slope of the line m is 3 by 4. Given that L is parallel to M, therefore slope of L will be same as slope of M, so that is 3 by 4 is the slope. It passed through point x0 y0 equal to minus 2 3. It is also given. So now you have got a slope, you have got a point, so use slope point form y minus y0 equal to M into x minus x0. Okay, put the values and solve it. So y as it is minus y0 is 3 equal to m is 3 by 4 x minus x0 is minus 2 equal to this 4 transfer and multiply here. So 4 into y minus 3 equal to 3 into x minus a minus plus 2. Okay, multiply inside. So 4y minus 4 into 3 is 12 equal to 3 into x is 3x plus 2 into 3 is 6 implies 3x. 4y transfer here, so minus 4y minus 12 transfer here plus 12 plus 8 6 is plus 18 equal to 0. So this is the equation of line L. Okay, this line. So that is the solution for question number 7. Question number 8, find equation of line perpendicular to the line x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0 and having x intercept 3. So this is a line L. Okay, its x intercept is 3, so it is touching the x or cutting the x axis from the origin at distance 3. So if this point, if I write the coordinate, since it is x on x axis, y coordinate is 0 and x will be 3. So a will be 3 0. Okay, and this line is perpendicular to this line. Okay, that line is given to us x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0. If two lines are perpendicular, then the product of the slope is minus 1, or you can say that if the slope of this is m1 and this slope is m2, then m2 will be equal to minus 1 by m1. Okay, that is the relation between the two slopes if the two lines are perpendicular to each other. Here the line m is given to us, x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0 implies 7y equal to x plus 5. Okay, I am converting into slope intercept form. Okay, so I am transferring this minus 7 here, so I get 7y is equal to x plus 5. Y coefficient should be 1, so divide each term by 7, or 7 you transfer, it will go in the denominator. So here y equal to 1 by 7x plus 5 by 7. So here this is the slope, so slope is 1 by 7. Now given that L is perpendicular to M, therefore slope of L equal to minus 1 by slope of M. That means equal to minus 1 by slope of M is 1 by 7. This 7 take up, so you get minus 7. That is the slope of the line L. Okay, so you got a slope, you have got the point 3 0. So by using point slope form, you can find the equation of line L. So we have the point you call as x0 y0. So by slope point form, y minus y0, that is 0, equal to slope. Slope is minus 7. So minus 7 x minus x0, that is 3. This implies y is equal to minus 7x minus a minus 21. 7 into 3 is 21. Okay, transfer this over here. So 7x plus y equal to 21. So this line L is given by this equation. So that is the required equation of line L. Question number 9. Find the angle between root 3x plus y equal to 1 and x plus root 3y equal to 1. So you are given two lines. You have to find the angle between these two lines. Okay. So first I will find the slope of each line. Okay. First slope I will call m1. Second slope I will call m2. So first we'll convert both the lines into slope intercept form. So this first line, root 3x plus y equal to 1. In the slope intercept form, you have to keep y here and all the rest of the terms over the right hand side. So y equal to root 3x transfer over here minus root 3x. This plus 1 is here. Coefficient of y is 1, so you don't have to divide. Now here if you compare this with y is equal to mx plus c, the coefficient of x will give you the slope. So your coefficient of x is minus root 3, so that is the slope of the line m1 is equal to minus root 3. Okay, slope of the first line. Similarly, we'll find the slope of the second line, this one. So x plus root 3y equal to 1. So here root 3y keep is here and x transfer here, minus x plus 1 is here. Okay, here y coefficient should be 1. So root 3 transfer over here, it will go in the denominator. So here you get y is equal to minus 1 by root 3x plus 1 by root 3. And the coefficient of x will give you the slope of this line. So here coefficient of x is minus 1 by root 3. So that is your call M2, the slope of the second line. So now an acute angle theta between two lines is tan theta equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. This is the formula for angle between the two lines. Okay, so equal to, put the value, m1 is minus root 3 minus m2 is minus 1 by root 3 divided by 1 plus m1, that is minus root 3, into m2, that is minus 1 by root 3. Okay, take LCM here. So root 3 into root 3 is minus root 3, minus and minus plus 1, and divide by 1 plus minus root 3 into minus 1 by root 3, so minus and minus plus. Now here don't cut this root 3, but denominator root 3, you take LCM and multiply here. So here root 3 into 1 is root 3, and here plus root 3, and the denominator root 3 will cancel with the numerator root 3, which is also denominator of the numerator, because here also you are taking LCM. Okay, and here also taking LCM. So LCM for the numerator is root 3, denominator is root 3, so both will cancel. So you get minus 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 plus root 3. Okay, so here minus 3 plus 1 gives you minus 2, root 3 plus root 3 gives you plus 2 root 3. Okay, 2 cut, so you get 1 by root 3. Take out of the modulus, so it will be positive. Now tan value, which is 1 by root 3, is tan 30. That means theta value is 30. Now this is the acute angle. Between the two lines you have got two angles, one is obtuse, one is acute. So let us find the second angle. So tan 180 minus 30, second angle will be 180 minus 30. So 180 minus 30 is 150. So tan 150, that means theta is 150. So angle between the line is 30 and 150. Okay, so this is question number 9. Question number 10. The line through the points H3 and 4, 1 intersects the line 7x minus 9y minus 19 equal to 0 at right angle. Find value of h. The given equation of the line is 7x minus 9y minus 19 equal to 0. We'll write in the form of slope intercept form, that is y is equal to mx plus c. So here minus 9y transfer over here, so you get plus 9y equal to here 7x minus 19. Okay, divide by the 9. Why? Because coefficient of y should be 1. So divide by 9 each term. So you get y equal to 7 by 9 into x minus 19 by 9. Okay. So here the coefficient of x will give you the slope. So the slope of this line is, you call it as m1 equal to 7 by 9. Slope of line joining points h3 and 4, 1. Okay. These 2 points are joined. So that line we can find. Slope of that line will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So you call this m2 equal to 1 minus 3 divided by 4 minus h. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2 divided by 4 minus h. Now since two lines are perpendicular, okay, they have given us that they are intersecting at right angle. That means they are perpendicular. Okay, if they are perpendicular, then the product of their slope is minus 1. So you can say m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. m1 value is 7 by 9 into m2 value is minus 2 by 4 minus h equal to minus 1. So here 7 into minus 2, that is 14. But this minus and this minus, so I am cancelling minus. So 7 into 2 is 14. This 9 into 4 minus h transfer over here, multiply with 1. Now this negative is cancelled. So when you go here, 9, it will in the numerator 9 into 4 minus h. 14 as it is, this multiplies, so 9 into 4 is 36 minus 9h equal to, implies 14, this minus 9h I am transferring here, so plus 9h, and this 14 which is positive transfer over here, so minus, so 36 minus 14, so 36 minus 14 is 22, and this 9 if you transfer it will go in the denominator, so h value is 22 by 9. They have asked us to find the value of h, and the value is 22 by 9. So solution for question number 10. Question number 11. Prove that line through the point x1, y1 and parallel to line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is ax minus 1 plus by minus 1 y1 equal to 0. Okay, so we have to prove that the line which is passing from this parallel to this is in this form. Okay, so equation of any line parallel to ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is ax plus by plus k equal to 0. See, if two lines are parallel, then coefficient of x and y will be same. they will differ only by the constant term. So if it is c, then it will be k. Okay, so it will differ only by the constant. So I call this ax plus by plus k equal to 0. Now given that this line passed to x1 y1, okay, this line is passing from x1 y1, so when you put x1 y1 instead of x and y, it will satisfy the equation of the line. So let us put instead of x1 x1 and y1. Okay, so I place here ex1 plus by1 plus k equal to 0. Call it number 2, and this is equation 1. Now subtract equation 2 from 1, so 2 minus 1. So if you see ax1 minus ax, so from these two you can take a common, so here remains x minus x1. Okay, plus by1 by minus by1, so from these two you take b common, so here remains y minus y1. Okay, and this is plus k, this is plus k, but if you are subtracting 2 from 1, so you will write minus k, so k minus k will give you 0, so there is no more k term. So you get here a x minus x1 plus b y minus y1 equal to 0, and that is what they asked us to prove, hence proved. Question number 12. Two lines passing through the point 2, 3 intersects each other at angle 60 degree. If slope of one line is 2, find equation of the other line. Given that the slope of the line is 2, so call it as m2, and the angle it makes theta equal to 60 degree. An acute angle theta between two lines is given by tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. This implies tan, the angle between the line is given to us 60, so tan 60 degree equal to modulus of, I am calling m1 as 2, so 2 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 value is 2, so 2 into m2. Okay, now this tan 60 value is root 3. This gives you 2 minus m2 divided by 1 plus 2 m2. Okay, now suppose if you remove this modulus, you can take root 3 as a plus or minus. Okay, so I remove the modulus, so I get 2 minus m2 divided by 1 plus 2 m2 equal to plus or minus root 3. This means you take one positive root 3, second time negative. Okay, so first I'll take positive. So 2 minus m2 divided by 1 plus 2 m2 equal to root 3. So from here this you transfer here, multiply with this. Okay, so what you will get here? 2 minus m2 equal to root 3, 1 plus 2 m2. Okay, this transferring over here. So 2 minus m2 as it is equal to root 3 into 1 is root 3 plus 2 root 3 into m2. Okay, this minus m2 transfer over here and this root 3 transfer over here. So this becomes negative and this negative will become positive. So 2 minus root 3 equal to 2 root 3 m2, this plus m2. From here I am taking m2 common. So here remains 2 root 3 plus 1. Here 2 minus root 3 as it is. Now transfer this over here, it will go in the denominator. So here remains m2 equal to this one 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 root 3 plus 1 and 0.23 is given to us. Okay, so this is the slope and this is the point. So if slope is there, point is there, we can find the equation of the line. So the equation of the line is y minus y naught, so that is 3 equal to m. So this is my for slope m2. So 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 root 3 plus 1 x minus x naught, that is 2. Okay, this gives you this, if I transfer over here 2 root 3 plus 1 and this one into y minus 3 equal to 2 minus root 3 into x minus 2. From here y into multiply this together as a bracket. Okay, don't open the bracket. So here 2 root 3 plus 1 into y minus this 3 I'll multiply individually. So 2 into 3, that is minus 6 root 3 because of minus here, minus 1 into 3 is 3 equal to this side, this bracket with x together without opening. So 2 minus root 3x and these 2 multiply individually. So minus 2 into 2 is minus 4, minus root 3 into minus 2 is plus 2 root 3. Okay, so this gives you this transfer over here. So when you transfer, it becomes minus 2 minus root 3x, this 2 root 3 plus 1 y, and this minus 6 root 3 transfer over here becomes plus 6 root 3, and minus 3 transfer over here becomes plus 3. Here 2 root 3 is there and this minus 4 is there. This gives you this, if I take this minus here, 2 will become negative and this root 3 will become positive. That I am writing first, root 3 minus 2x. So just interchanging and taking this minus inside. Plus this is as it is 2 root 3 plus 1y. 6 plus 2 will give you 8 root 3 and 3 minus 4 give you minus 1. Okay, this is when slope value is m2 value is this much and the point is the same. Okay, now we shall check for when root you are taking root 3 as negative now, okay, because we have to take both. So plus I already took and we found the equation. Okay, now we'll take negative. So here 2 minus m2 equal to this, you transfer over here. So minus root 3, 1 plus 2 m2. Root 3 multiply here, minus root 3 into 1 minus root 3, minus plus minus 2 root 3 m2. Okay, now here see, we are here this one is negative and this one is negative. So this transfer over here and this positive term transfer over here. Okay, so I transfer this over here. So 2 root 3 m2 minus m2, and this will transfer. So minus 2 minus root 3, and both are negative, so take minus common. So here 2 plus root 3. And from here m2 common, so 2 root 3 minus 1. So m2 value will be minus 2 plus root 3 divided by this value, 2 root 3 minus 1. So slope is there and point is 2, 3 given. Okay, so use this point and this slope and find the equation. First already we found, now second equation. So slope m2 is equal to this one, I am writing this slope, and the point x0 y0 side 2, 3. So equation is y minus y0 equal to m x minus x0. So y minus y0 is 3 equal to m, that is m2 here, minus 2 plus root 3 by 2 root 3 minus 1 into x minus x0. So x minus x0 is 2. This transfer over here. So 2 root 3 minus 1 into y minus 3 equal to minus of 2 plus root 3 x minus 2. Okay, y multiply with the full bracket and 3 individually. So y into this one. So 2 root 3 minus 1 into y minus 3, and this will multiply. So minus 3 into 2 gives you minus 6 root 3. Minus 1 into minus 3 gives you plus 3 equal to this x multiplied together with the bracket. Okay, don't open. So here minus of 2 plus root 3 into x, and these 2 multiply individually. So this minus and minus becomes plus. So 2 into 2 4 plus 2 root 3. Negative term x transfer over here. So it becomes positive. X term should be positive. So transfer here. So 2 plus root 3x plus here 2 root 3 plus minus 1y. And this minus 6 root 3 transfer over here, and here already 2 root 3 is there, so add with this, so it becomes 8 root 3. Plus 3 transfer becomes minus 3, here plus 4 is there, so gives you plus 1. So this is the equation. So you have got two equations, one is this one and one is this one. Okay, with the given condition. Question number 13. Find equation of right bisector of line segment joining points 3, 4 and minus 1, 2. So this is the line segment, point 3, 4 I call it A, and minus 1, 2 call it B. Okay, and you have to find the equation of the line which is bisecting these perpendicularly. Okay, so it is bisecting these at a right angle. So perpendicular plus bisecting. So this point which is intersecting L and AB is midpoint of AB. Okay, so we find for the coordinate of M. Okay, using midpoint formula. Let M be the midpoint of A 3, 4 and B minus 1, 2. So therefore coordinate of M will be, midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, so these plus these by 2, comma this plus this by 2. Okay, so 3 plus minus 1, so 3 minus 1 by 2 and 4 plus 2 by 2. So this gives you M, 3 minus 1 is 2 divided by 2, comma 4 plus 2 is 6 divided by 2. This you can cut by 2, this also cut by 2, so M value will be 1 and 3. So the coordinate of M is 1 and 3. Now slope of AB is M1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So 3 minus 4, sorry this is 2, 2 minus 4 and denominator is minus 1 minus 3. So here I put. So 2 minus 4 is minus 2, minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4, minus minus cut by 2, so 1 by 2. So slope of this line is 1 by 2. Now this line and this line are perpendicular to each other. So if two lines are perpendicular, then the slope of the product of the slope is minus 1. That means we can write that given that L perpendicular to AB, therefore slope of L M equal to minus 1 by M1, the slope of the AB. So equal to minus 1 by slope of AB is 1 by 2. This 2 take in the numerator, this minus is there, so equal to minus 2. So the slope of the line L is minus 2, the point that is midpoint is 1 and 3. So you use slope point form. So by slope point form, y minus y naught. So y naught will be 3. So 3 equal to M. M is minus 2. X minus x naught. So x minus x naught is 1. So this gives you, see I am multiplying here, minus 2 into x is minus 2x, minus and minus plus 2 into 1 is 2. Minus 2x transfer over here, so you get 2x. Here plus y is there, and this minus 3 if you transfer over here becomes plus, with adding with these 2 will give you plus 5. So this is the required equation of the line. That is the solution for question number 13. Question number 14. Find coordinates of foot of perpendicular from point -1, 3 to the line 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0. You are given a line, I call it as L, 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0. Okay, and there is a perpendicular from a point -1, 3, that I call it A, and the foot of these is on this line, and that you have to find coordinate of this point, that is A and B. Okay, so let BAB be the coordinate of a foot of a perpendicular from point A -1, 3 on the line. Okay, what I was telling you in the figure. Now slope of AB will be, you know, slope of AB will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 using the 2-point form. So here B minus 3 divided by A minus A minus plus 1. So this is slope of AB. And slope of line, the line which is given to us, 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0, use the slope intercept form, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so 4 minus 4y transfer here, so plus 4y equal to 3x minus 16. Y coefficient should be 1, so divide by 4. So 4 you transfer here or divide by 4, anything is same. So here remains y equal to, here when you transfer 3 by 4x minus 16 by 4 gives you minus 4. Okay, now the slope of this line is the coefficient of x, that is 3 by 4. So the slope, that is m2 equal to 3 by 4. Now L is perpendicular to AB, that means product of the slope is -1. So m1 into m2 is equal to -1. So m1 is this one, B minus 3 divided by A plus 1. So put here. And m2 is 3 by 4 equal to -1. So here 3 into B is 3B, minus 3 into 3 is 9. Okay, 4 into A is 4A, and 4 into 1 is 4, and that I am transferring and multiplying with 1, and minus is there. Okay, now this minus 4a, if you transfer over here, it becomes plus 4a, and here plus 3b is there. Okay, minus 9, if you transfer here plus 9, and here plus minus into plus 4 gives you minus 4. So 9 minus 4 gives you 5. Okay, from here I'll find the value of a. So transfer 3b here, so 5 minus 3b. Okay, this 4 you transfer, it will go in the denominator, so a value is 5 minus 3b by 4, call it number 1. Now BAB is on the line. Okay, this also is given, therefore it will satisfy the equation of the line. That means you put this B is also on the line, so instead of x you put A, instead of y you put B. This B is on the line, so it will satisfy the equation of the line. So let us put, so here 3, instead of x you put A, minus 4 y instead of B, so minus 4b equal to 16. This minus 16 just transferring over here, so 16. Now put the value of a from equation 1. So I put here 5 minus 3b by 4, so 5 minus 3b by 4, it is multiplication. Okay, minus 4b equal to 16. Now 3 into 5 is 15, minus 3 into 3 is 9b, and I am also taking LCM, so minus 4 into 4 16b, and this LCM I will transfer and multiply with 16, so it is 64. Okay, now this 15 you transfer over here, becomes minus 15. Okay, and minus 9b minus 16b give you minus 25b, and this when you transfer here minus, and 64 minus 15 gives you 49. Minus 25 transfer, it will go in the denominator, so value of b is equal to minus 49 by 25. Now put this value in equation 1 to get value of a. So 5 minus 3, b value from here, minus 49 by 25 divided by 4. This I am taking LCM, so 25 into 5 is 125, and that denominator bring in the denominator, so here 25, and 4 is here, and these two multiply, minus and minus plus, 49 into 3 gives you 147. Okay, this addition is 272 divided by 4 into 25. You can cut this 272 by 4, it gives you 68. So you get here 68 by 25. So therefore the coordinate of the foot of perpendicular is BAB. So A value is 68 by 25 and B value is minus 49 by 25. So that is the coordinate of the foot of the point from the perpendicular from point A, 1, minus 1 and 3. Question number 15. The perpendicular from origin to the line y is equal to mx plus c meets it at the point minus 1, 2. Find m and c. The slope of origin 0, 0 and a minus 1, 2. So there is a line joining the origin and the point. Okay, this point is given, that I call it a, and origin is 0, 0. The slope of this will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So I find m1 equal to 2 minus 0 divided by minus 1 minus 0. This gives you 2 by minus 1, that means minus 2. Okay, that is the slope of the line joining O and A, origin and the point given to us. Now OA is perpendicular to the line, okay, line this one, y is equal to mx plus c. That means the slope of these into slope of this should give you minus 1, okay. So therefore m1 into m is equal to minus 1. So value of m will be, if you put m2 value, m1 value as minus 2, so minus and minus cancel, and these two if you transfer it will go in the denominator, so value of m is 1 by 2. So we find the value of m as 1 by 2, okay. Now we also find value of c. Also minus 1, 2 lie on y is equal to mx plus c. If it is on the line, it will satisfy the equation. So instead of x you put minus 1 and y you put 2. So here y equal to, put 2 equal to m and x value as minus 1 plus c. M already we found 1 by 2, okay. So I am going to use that value also. So it implies 2 equal to m into minus 1. So minus m, and m value is 1 by 2 plus c. Minus 1 by 2 transfer here, so becomes plus. So c equal to 2 plus 1 by 2. Take LCM, so 2 into 2 4 plus 1 is 5 by 2. So c value is 5 by 2 and m value is 1 by 2. So that is the solution for question number 15. Question number 16. If P and Q are length of perpendicular from origin to the lines x cos theta minus y sin theta equal to k cos 2 theta and x sec theta plus y cosec theta equal to k, prove that P square plus 4Q square equal to k square. The length of perpendicular from point x1 y1 to line ax plus by plus equal to 0 is given as d equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by square root of a square plus b square. Okay, this is the formula. So we shall use this formula because they are giving us the perpendicular distance of the line from the origin. Okay, so the point is origin 0 0 and the perpendicular distance is given to you with this line P and with this second line as Q. Okay, so we shall use and find it. Therefore length of perpendicular from origin, that is 0 0 to line, the first line this one, x cos theta minus y sin theta equal to k cos 2 theta equal to 0. This just I am transferring over here because the line should be in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 when you use this distance formula, okay, of a point from a line. So that time this has to be over here, so equal to 0. Now point is x1 y1 is 0 0, so instead of x1 y1 0 0, and a will be cos theta, b will be sin theta, and c will be k cos 2 theta. Okay, negative sign also you have to consider. So P, the first value given to us, that is P value. Okay, P is the distance of the origin from the here. So P equal to modulus of x value 0 into cos theta minus y value 0 into sin theta minus k cos 2 theta divided by a square plus b square. So a means cos square theta plus b means sin square theta. Okay, under the square root it will come, equal to, this is 0 0 because 0 into anything is 0, 0 into anything is 0, so these terms cancels. So here remains minus k cos 2 theta, cos square plus sin square, from trigonometry it is 1, so square root of 1 is 1. If you take out the modulus you get k cos 2 theta, call it equation 1. Similarly, length of perpendicular from origin, that is 0 0 on second line, that is this one, x sec theta plus y cosec theta, and this k transfer here, so minus k equal to 0 is given to you q. So q equal to modulus of, in the same formula put these values. Okay, instead of x1 y1 you put 0 0, and a is cos here sec theta and b is cosec theta and c is minus k. Okay, so put the values. So we get here x is 0, so 0 into sec theta plus 0 into cosec theta minus k divided by square root of sec square theta plus cosec square theta equal to, this value is 0, this value is 0, here remains only minus k, divided by square root of sec square can be written as 1 by cos square theta plus cosec square is 1 by sin square theta. Take LCM here, so sin square plus cos square divided by sin square into cos square. Okay, so equal to k, take out the modulus, so negative sign cancel, under the square root sin square plus cos square divided by sin square into cos square. Sin square plus cos square is 1. Sin square theta cos square theta, if you take out of the square root it gives you sin theta cos theta, and it is 1 by, so take in the numerator, it will go in the numerator, so you get here k into sin theta cos theta. Okay, so I have written here, so q equal to k sin theta cos theta, call it number 2. So you have got 1 and 2. Now take your left hand side here, what you have to prove, this left hand side. So take left hand side, p square plus 4q square equal to, put the value p and q from 1 and 2. So p value from here, k, because this is p equal to, okay, k cos 2 theta whole square plus 4 q value from here, k sin theta cos theta whole square. Okay, now I am putting the value of 1 and 2, right? So here k square cos square 2 theta plus 4 into k square into sin square theta cos square theta. Okay, but here I am rearranging. Okay, so see, from the both you can take k square common. Okay, and here this can be written as cos square 2 theta plus k square sin, this one 4 take inside and write as 2 sin theta cos theta whole square. 2 square is 4. Okay, so here if you take under the square inside the square, then you can write as 2. Okay, and this is nothing but a formula of sin 2 theta. Okay, this formula 2 sin x cos x gives you sin 2x. So here theta is there, so you get sin 2 theta. Okay, so this can be written as sin square 2 theta, and from here k square and here k square take common. So k square equal into this is trigonometric value and that is 1 identity, so you can write k square into 1, so equal to k square, and this is what you have to prove. Okay, the right hand side, so you can say equal to right hand side and hence proved. So that is the solution or proof of question number 16. Question number 17. In a triangle ABC with vertices A 2 3 B 4 minus 1 and C 1 2, find the equation and length of altitude from the vertex. I am drawing the triangle ABC here. The vertices are given 2, 3, 4 minus 1, 1 and 2. From the A you are drawing a altitude. So altitude is AD. Okay. So now let us calculate this. First let us find the slope of BC. Altitude is perpendicular to BC. Okay. So we can find the length also and also we can find the equation also. Okay. So slope of BC will be, I call it as M1, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So 2 minus plus 1 divide by 1 minus 4. Okay, so 2 minus plus 1 gives you 3 and 1 minus 4 gives you minus 3. So 3 by 3 cuts, so 1 and this minus is there. So slope of this BC is minus 1. Now AD perpendicular to BC, therefore slope of AD will be m is equal to minus 1 by m1. This many times we have used, okay, for two lines perpendicular. So m slope of the line AD will be negative inverse of this, so 1. Okay, now by slope point form, point is there A and the slope is there, so use this and find the equation of AD. So y minus y1 or sorry y0, so y0 is 3 equal to m is 1 into x minus x0, so x minus 2. This gives you y minus 3 equal to x minus 2, so y transfer over here, so x minus y minus 3 you transfer here, so plus 3 and minus 2 gives you plus 1 equal to 0. So this is the equation of AD. Equation of BC, we know equation of BC to find, we use either you use 2-point form or point slope form. Okay, I am using point and slope form. Why? Because point is 4 minus 1 I am taking and the slope of ABC I already found as minus 1. Okay, so I am using that. If you want you can use 2-point form also. So y minus y0, so y0 is minus 1 equal to m is minus 1, slope of BC, into x minus x0, so x minus x0 is 4. Okay, so it gives you y plus 1 equal to minus 1 into x is minus x, minus 1 into minus 4 is plus 4. Okay, now minus x transfer here, so plus x and plus y is there, plus 4 transfer, so minus 4 and plus 1 gives you minus equal to 0. So this is the equation of BC. You have to find the length of AD, that means the perpendicular distance, that means our distance of a point from the line. So line is this one, point is A, so we use that distance formula for a line and a point. Okay, this one. So I use this and solve it. So let us write distance of point x1 y1, that is 2 3, this point from a line, this line BC, that is x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so d equal to, put instead of x 2, so 2 plus y as 3 minus this 3 divide by square root of coefficient of x, it is 1 square plus y is 1 square equal to 3 and 3 cut because plus and minus 3, 2 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2 root 2, 2 can be written as root 2 divided by root 2, 1 root 2 cut, so root 2 unit. So this is the length of the perpendicular and or that altitude, here not perpendicular you can call altitude, the length of the AD altitude is root 3 and the equation of AD is x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Question number 18. If P is the length of perpendicular from the origin to the line whose intercept on the axis are A and B, then show that 1 by P square equal to 1 by A square plus 1 by B square. Given line, it is intercept form, so I write x by A plus y by B is equal to 1. Okay, LCM is AB, so multiply here by B, so bx plus here multiply by a, so ay equal to this denominator, I'm just transferring over here ab, so ab into 1 is ab, this ab transfer over here, so you get bx plus ay minus ab equal to 0. P is length of perpendicular from the origin 0 0 to the line, this line, bx plus ay minus ab equal to 0. So we use the formula distance of a point from a line. So P is equal to ax1, so a is b, so b x1 is 0, so 0 plus b y1, so b is a and y is 0, so 0, y1 is 0, minus ab, cs as it is, divided by square root of coefficient of x, that is b square, plus coefficient of y, that is a square. Okay, equal to these two cancel because it is 0 0, and minus ab divided by square root of b square plus a square. Okay, and take out of the modulus, and p value will be ab divided by square root of b square plus a square. Okay, to remove this square root, square on both the side, so when you square, p square equal to a square b square divided by square root will come, so b square plus a square, squaring both the side. Now take the reciprocal, so when you take reciprocal of p square, it will be 1 by p square, and here this will go numerator and this both will come denominator, so b square plus a square divided by a square b square. Divide this each term by the denominator, so we get here b square divided by a square b square, plus here a square divided by a square b square. B square cut, so here remains 1 by a square, plus a square cut, so here remains 1 by b square, and here 1 by p square, and this is what you have to prove, hence proved. And here we end exercise 10.3. Thank you very much.